You got to play with intensity from the very beginning, right from the start. It's intensity tonight.
You've got everything. The preparation is there. The strength training is there. The conditioning is there. And guess what, man? Your confidence is there. Yeah!
And then I just can't wait until practice so I can just take all my agony out on somebody and just boom.
And then Friday, it just explode. Of course, Friday night is a different level completely.
Do I have everything here? Yeah, you got it. Okay. See you at the field.
But on game day, things are a little bit different. I think high school football is just something that you remember for the rest of your life.
This is the game of our lives right here. For some of us, it's our last game.
How's that?
You work hard tonight, man. You go out there and have fun tonight, man. You go out there and execute the way you can. One football team on the field, that's you. Everything else takes care of itself. Everything else. You're number one. You will always be number one. You with me, guys?
Please help us do our best tonight, Lord. Please help us come off tonight and be happy with how we played, Lord. Please make it happen.
It's intensity tonight. You know they're going to be intense. You know they're going to come out fired up. You got a lot of people out here behind you. You guys are the best. Let's go out and prove it. Let's go. Let's do it.
Introduce yourselves.
Brian.
Sure.
I demand tonight good sportsmanship. It's a good game for everybody. But I demand sportsmanship at all time. I like to see good solid hitting, and the guy that hit the guy, help the guy out. Remember the fans in the stands that are watching this. I have a good football game. Riverside, you're the visiting client. Who would like to make the coin toss? Call it while it's in the air, son. That's heads and that's tails. I'll catch it and I'll turn it over. Tail. Tails. Heads it is. Ashtabula, you got the choice. You got the choice of kicking, receiving, defending a goal, or deferring your choice to the second half.
Receive.
You receive. Again, have a good game.
You guys are luckiest guys tonight. You get the first shot right here. First hit right here. Come on, stay in position. Stay in position right here. Stay in position. Let's go.
So let's get to return, man. Hey, front wall, make sure you set it to proper depth now. Make sure you set it to proper depth. Here we go. Score on three. 1, 2, 3, score!
Personally, a lot of times my emotion is fed. I feed off of other people's emotion. You know, like the level that the kids might be at a particular time. I can either feed off of that and try and enhance it, or I have to work that much harder, you know, to try and get, you know, to try and manipulate their emotion a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's even with your assistant coaches, I think it's the same thing, but I know we've always been pretty much a low-key staff, so to speak, but then again, it probably comes from me.
Fear is mostly before the game, before you walk out on the field, and before that first hit. When you look at the players, they might be bigger, they might be smaller. It's all really on the head. And then once that first hit happens, then the game kind of just runs its course, and that fear just kind of leaves sometime in it.
I don't think you would call it fear. I think you call it like built up energy inside of you. And after the first hit, and the second, and so on and so on, you get the feel of the game.
Good job, fellas. Good job. Huh? Can you get that call?
No, we gotta call it off.
You gotta call it off. Can you hear that? Okay. Okay. Come on, Harry! Good effort, boys! Good effort! Come on, Scott. He's overthrowing everything. Bunting! So tight. Troy should be wide open here. There he is. Stand up. Army heavy 14 dive. Yeah, go for me. What's that? It's Scott. Wait, who? On who?
Dave White, the illegal block below the waist.
He's a lineman, for heaven's sakes! What's he supposed to do? Hey, Don, what's he supposed to do? He's blocking down there, he's allowed to!
You know, I can get caught up in things, whether it's tears or whatever it might be. And,
I find myself a lot of times fighting the emotion back, because I think I try and keep that laid back approach. There are times there's an animal wanting to get out, and I got to hold him back in, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know what'll happen if he gets
well,
out.
you know that's going to be natural.
Is that first down? Go, Bunty! They're going to try and draw us off sides. Drop it. Yeah. I don't believe it.
You're calling out the snap count, coach. They were calling out, that's how it's gone.
They're calling out the snap count.
Let's go with the 28 toss.
We don't have 28 toss, but we might have to put it in. We gotta drop that thing, man. Hey, you show us where we can go. You show us.
How am I supposed to drop it?
That's your, yeah, we'll get the kid hurt on the field instead. steps back and then straighten before I can get in front of him. I can get
You gotta fire out low, and you gotta fire out low right in here. Okay?
Where do you really think that gumption,
I think
play hard, came from?
I think back in my early years when I was like playing with Greg and Bree and those guys in backyard football, and we'd run around and act stupid, and we really wouldn't know nothing about football. We just, all you know how to do is catch the ball and run. We wouldn't have any sidelines. We'd run around trees and bushes and jump over rocks, and so basically that's probably where I got most of that stuff out.
It warmed my heart to know that, like that time he told me, hey, guys want to make sure you're in the locker room. You gonna come by the locker room Thursday? Well, that warmed me, and I had nothing to say that much other than, hi guys, let's grab them tomorrow. What philosophy? Did I pass any philosophy on to them? No. Did I pass any strategy on? No. Hi guys, Roy, it's good seeing you again. Pop 'em like you're from Chestnut, buddy. Harry, let me see you look like your Uncle Nick. Simple one-liners.
What I feel like a lot of times with these guys is that you just want to make sure that they learn so much. There's so much to learn about life. They've got to learn from it, and the football is probably the greatest teacher that they can have, because they're gonna learn what to do when they're successful, and they're gonna learn what to do when they're not successful. And when they get out of football, when they get out into their own lifestyles, their own lifetimes, they know they're going to be better off than a lot of kids, because they've already handled the ups and downs and the hills and valleys.
They don't realize that the binds that they've been in, the good times that have happened, the bad times that have happened, what those are actually going to do for them later on in life.
Nothing, you just keep doing what you're doing, okay? That can happen. You just keep doing what you're doing because we don't want to look at anything else. Okay, that's fine. Before we start making some adjustments, think about how you're moving that ball at will out there, guys. At times, we got to get the ball across the end zone.
The guy that's making a play is this guy. He's coming over there and making that play. And because Travis said he's just not able to get to it.
No, we haven't had pizza yet.
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we're calling pizza.
Who's we? That's because we haven't had it. Yeah, but we haven't had a man in the fifth position, so we've been okay. Expect some change-ups. Play tough in there. Expect the change-ups.
See, that's what I said. We're going to run right at him.
Offensively, we'll probably see a lot of the same stuff. We've got to maintain our blocks a little bit longer, guys.
But then you just got to bust your hump to get to his outside. You got to be faster than him.
Think about it when we start getting down, game 5. Think how bad you felt, fellas. You don't ever want to feel that way again, man. You don't ever want to feel that way again. No more stupid mistakes. Just like I've been telling you all week, the advantage of this team is their ability to come back. So if you guys go out here and play the tight football that you're capable of playing, smart, intelligent football, the outcome is going to be just like it was the last couple of weeks, I guarantee it. Right. Come on, let's go. Yeah.
Last our half now.
You guys have come back and made good adjustments at halftime. And the score being as tight as it was, that's the one thing we talked about in the halftime, that these guys are going to make some adjustments, and we really need to step up our level of play.
That's why it felt good at first when we come out in the third quarter.
Middle return. Watch the onside kick. Straight front line. Hands ready.
Now, you know he's kicking the ball in that corner, so you may want to cheat out this little bit.
You gonna change the snap count up out there?
Pretty much set in 1 because I haven't gotten to 2 because it's hard to hear. So.
Okay, maybe we ought to try one time. Okay, they're teeing off on our center a little bit.
Call me now, dude. I can do it.
You have to help me, coach. Yes.
crap. What the heck? What happened? I have no idea. Hey! You gotta call this! You gotta call this crap right here! You gotta call that stuff! Wait for the call to open! My God, it's wide open! Jeez! The curl is wide open. What did we talk about before? You got 3rd and 9. The curl is the pattern you throw in 3rd and 9 and 10.
You care so much for the kids you have. You know, and sometimes you get out there on Friday and you think everybody's trying to take that away from what you've tried to do with them and lived with them and live and die with them for so long. And, you know, that caring really makes a lot of difference with them.
Remember that one time when you told me about when you went up to Cleveland to play, who did you guys play? You
Cleveland
lost.
St. Edwards.
And you guys lost. What was the score?
I swear to God to you, we lost 84 to nothing. That priest, Father Horty, principal, come out to that bus. Well, I had money to stop for everybody, but to eat, but we're not eating. You just embarrassed me too much.
You know, that game with you guys was, was a really big game.
You know, like you said, as a player, you think you were involved in big games, and I can pinpoint one as a player. You know, as an assistant coach, I can pinpoint a particular game that was a big one for me. But again, that emotion grows as you go from a player to a coach, then to a head coach. It means so much more, and that game was, you know, probably, or definitely was the biggest game that I'd ever been involved with.
What are we doing? We go brain dead. Well, all of a sudden we go brain dead. We do things that we've done from day one. Nothing, man.
Get the T in there!
Our defense just absolutely wore out. You know, they wore down there at the end, and that was just a matter of. I almost had the feeling when I was on the sideline waiting, it was almost like you're waiting for you guys to just break something.
Holding the ball a lot because they were keying me a lot. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have a really good hit and spring our tailback, let him go.
closer and closer to the end zone, I knew we were getting closer and closer to winning the game. Other than that, that's like the biggest feeling you can ever have, is scoring a touchdown to win.
Yeah, let me talk to you guys. Let's go, take a knee.
Keep our hands up and to learn from the stories. We don't go home and be proud, boys.
Hey, defense did a great job. You just on that field an awful long time in that second half. Be proud of your accomplishments. Be proud of what you have done. Now, I believe in you guys. Believe in me. Stick with me. Stay with it. Stay together. I believe in you. Thank you.
There are images around us and everything we see. Some are real and some are fantasy. To the one who sees his vision, to the child who lives his dreams, you're the one to decide what you're gonna be. So give it your best, and don't you worry about what some may say. Follow your dreams, that's really all that you can do. Give it your best, and remember that life is what you choose. Follow your dreams and do what you love to do.